Whether you're on the hunt to buy a luxury home in the Rochester or Finger Lakes region, or you get inspiration just by seeing luxury houses kind of manifesting and picturing yourself living in these mega mansions and these great estates, this video is for you because today I'm going over the top 3 luxury neighborhoods in the Rochester area. Let's go. All right, so the first neighborhood I wanted to talk about today is going to be Cobblestone Creek in Victor, New York. And Victor is just outside of Farmington and Canandaigua. And this neighborhood here, it's on a country club. So what's unique about it is that the country club is basically in the middle of all of the houses. So as you can see here in this Google Earth footage here, that the golf course is basically worked in between the neighborhood, which is really cool. So there's holes all throughout here, and you know, it's just a really unique setup. And most of your houses are going to have a fairway or a green in the background, right? So, or in the backyard, basically. So really cool and unique in that sense. And the course itself is a membership-based course. It occupies 412 acres of rolling hills, meadows, woodlands, wetlands, creeks, ponds, you name it. It's really hilly, and it's a beautiful course. One thing that I wanted to point out is that in this country club, not only do you get the golf course here, but you also get first-class dining and amenities, a fitness center, pickleball courts, tennis courts, and swimming pools. So it's a really cool neighborhood, and you know, it's not a master planned community like you would see in some southern states or some states out west, or actually many other states. Unfortunately, in New York, we don't have any master planned communities unless you get down to maybe like the Hamptons or the New York City area, right? But in upstate New York, western New York, we don't really have any master planned communities. The closest we're gonna get though is Cobblestone Creek Country Club and the houses that are within this neighborhood. It's really cool just having the golf course here, and a lot of the houses, I want to say, I lost the number of it, but I want to say there's 148 total homes in this neighborhood, and a majority of them range from over 500,000 or 600,000 to $1 million plus. Now, there are a couple homes that are close to $3 million. So in this part of New York, that is very luxury. Unfortunately, we don't have the $15 million estates that many other states have, like California, Florida, etc., right? But a $3 million house here is ginormous. It's the biggest house you can get and the most luxury that you're going to get in this area, especially if you're not on a lake. Being on one of the Finger Lakes, you're going to get something that's more, you know, 4 or 5 million potentially. Over on Skinny Atlas, like, you might get a 6 million or a 7 million here and there. But those kind of numbers are few and far between. But that being said, you know, this is one of the premier luxury neighborhoods in the area. So enjoy the B-roll footage of this. It's one of my favorite neighborhoods locally here, and it's one of the locals' favorite neighborhoods as well. All right, so one of my top 3 favorite neighborhoods is Falcons Point, and Falcons Point is in Victor, New York. It's kind of on the corner of Victor Egypt Road and Valentine Road. And so if we go into Google Earth and we type this in here, and we fly over to Falcons Point, it is a beautiful neighborhood. So here you can see Victor Egypt Road. You got Falcons Point right here. It's one of the streets. Got a Goshawk Drive. Then you have Valentine Road. And so this neighborhood here is by far one of the most luxury neighborhoods in the area. It's incredible looking at some of these houses. So if you zoom into these two specifically, I believe this one just sold over just over $2 million. It's got a tennis court, in-ground swimming pool. It's got a nice like kitchen outside. Incredible houses. All of these houses, and they sort of have to be because the houses are so big, but most of them are sitting on over an acre of land. So these photos here, this aerial footage, was taken back in 2014, July of 2014. So that's why a lot of it shows that it's still under construction, but I'll do a bunch of B-roll footage here for you to see kind of what we're looking at recently. Everything is developed in this neighborhood. And like I said, about an acre per lot, if not more. These houses over here on Falcons Point in the circle are just incredible. I mean, look at these things. We're talking probably about 4,000 square feet here with incredible outdoor living situations here in the yard, and, you know, in-ground swimming pools and diving boards, slides, and just look at how grandiose all of this is. You got a breezeway from the detached garage to the house. Like, you got a circle here in the driveway. Just a lot of these houses, all of these houses, I should say, are just absolutely incredible. And you know, it's just an amazing neighborhood. If you live in here, you're considered in the area. This is going to be one of the more prestigious neighborhoods in the area. A lot of who lives in here are going to be doctors. They're going to be like tech CEOs or healthcare CEOs. They're going to be higher end professionals, right? So they're going to be the C-suite or the executive level, rather, CEOs and stuff. So look at this house right here. It's just incredible houses. And so, unfortunately, this neighborhood does not offer, tennis courts or a golf course or anything like that. It doesn't offer, a community center or anything that you might get in like a master plan community or like the country club at the Cobblestone Creek that I just showed you. But just living in there is prestigious in of itself. You have some of the biggest houses in the area. You have some of the most land in any development in the area. And you've got neighbors who are also at the same kind of prestige level as you are. And so just all of these properties in this neighborhood are very grandiose. So I hope you enjoy the footage here. We're going to do some driving and some aerial footage. All right, and last but not least is my absolute favorite neighborhood. And in fact, when my brother and I were brand new drivers, we had just gotten our license, we were kind of driving the area. We would like to drive in areas that we got inspired by. We would love to drive through the local area and just see if we could picture ourselves living in some of these houses or areas or, you know, communities and things, and trying to manifest, if you will, ourselves living in places like this. And this neighborhood, I think, was the number one neighborhood that we would go and drive through up and down the hill. Really, it's 2 streets, and we would just go and spend a lot of our time just visualizing ourselves in these houses. And it's no wonder why right now it's still my favorite neighborhood, I think. And you know, before I get into this and show you footage and everything of Melne Hills, which is this neighborhood I'm speaking of, just know that there is no community center, there's no public pool, there's no golf course, there's none of that, right? It's not a master plan community. It's simply just a neighborhood. It's basically one way in, one way out. And it's just amazing estates. They're estate style homes ranging anywhere from roughly, you know, 2,500 or 3,000 square feet up to about 9,000 square feet if you include finished basement and living areas, right? So a lot of these, they're full-fledged custom estates built out by Ketmar Development, luxury premier builder in the area. And if you're in one of these homes, you're either a doctor, you're a high-level CEO, executive type, or you fell into some money somehow. But these are some of the most expensive homes in the area. We're talking anywhere from $1 million to about $3 million. So that being said, guys, check out the footage. I hope you enjoy as much as I do. All right, so if we go over here, sharing my screen, and we go to Google Earth, and we type in Bromsgrove Hill, that's the main road that goes into Melne Hills. So Bromsgrove Hill, as you can see here, coming off Pittsford Mendon Road, it's one road in, basically, in one road out. So there's a circle at the end, and you know, you do have one little turn off here, Eppingwood Trail, but they're all very, very, very nice estates here. So if we let's drop down and look at this one, because this is one of my favorite houses here. So look at this. It's just amazing. So this one had sold recently. I don't know the actual sale price, but just check that out. It's a massive house. And then over on this side too, you got the same thing. Got beautiful homes. This is very different type of architecture for this area. This is built out, like I said, by Ketmar Development. So you're talking a lot of transitional homes, just a lot of unique custom homes here. Very big. I believe this one here that I showed you first has a finished lower area that is, it brings the total to roughly 9,200 square feet. So very big, very grandiose house. This is, I mean, I feel like this is like a medieval or like Mediterranean kind of feel to it. If that's your style, I mean, there's not much of that in the Rochester area. There's just not. So these houses are just amazing. And like I said, they're all on an acre plus of land. And, you know, there's roughly, I mean, probably 30 houses in here, if that. So not a very big development, but it's very luxurious, very grandiose, very unique. You've got so many different styles in here. And most of these houses too, especially on this side here where it's up on the hill, you have amazing, amazing, amazing views of Mendon, of Bloomfield, of just the Rochester area. So just thought I'd point that out, kind of give you a little, I don't know how to get back out of this, but give you like a little kind of idea for what we're looking at here. You know, you can see here all of them. They're all just huge houses. They all have in-ground swimming pools and huge lots, and the, you know, driveways that's, you know, accessible and capable of entertaining and parking a lot of cars there. So you want to have your family over, your friends over, business partners, whatever, you can do it there. So this neighborhood definitely will not disappoint. All right, guys, so there you have it, the top 3 luxury neighborhoods in the Rochester area. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. That being said, as much as I love making these videos for you on all things Rochester and Finger Lakes living, I'd love even more to be that team of choice to help you relocate to the Rochester and Finger Lakes region. Don't hesitate to reach out. That number and that email that's popping up on the screen. I'm the guy that answers those texts, emails, and phone calls. Definitely don't hesitate. And until the next video, guys, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.